These are dwarf French beans and green color ones. The variety is called Mastak. I have sown these seeds 10 days back. Because of the weather around 25-28 degrees, they germinated in less than 4 days, and this is the 10th day. And also, when I sown these seeds, I did not put in a greenhouse. I just sown in normal outdoor under the shade in this tray, because if it is too hot, seed will not germinate. That's the reason. Luckily, most of them are germinated apart from one or two. I'm planting these dwarf beans in this row where I had my broad beans. I harvested, and there is a space. Putting the beans in soil, beans will fix a nitrogen deficiency in the soil. Beans also considered as one of the green manures. I'm planting these dwarf French beans next to my Indian beans. They're also dwarf, that means they go around 1.5 to 2 feet tall. And these are proper French dwarf beans. They can go maximum 1.5 feet. So I'm taking the seedlings one by one, putting it aside. I know how many are healthy seedlings. Some of them are still growing. That's why I want to leave the ones which are still growing in the tray. I can plant them later. I'm only picking up the ones which are ready to be planted. Second set of leaves are ready, then I'm planting them. I'm not putting any fertilizer because I don't need it. This itself is more than enough to fix the nitrogen deficiency, if at all, in the ground. And then I push it through and put the soil back in. I'm going to plant them a little bit closer. So I managed to squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plants. I got 6 or 7 left. Next step is to water the plants. I did not do pre-hole watering. Soil is so soft, the water is going inside the hole properly. So root should be able to take the water straight away. I'm not going to water for next 3 days because the water I just poured good enough for at least 3 days, and I'll see afterwards if they need, then I'll water, otherwise I'll keep an eye on them. These are the Indian coriander samplings. I have sown them 1 month back, which is around 22nd of May. Today is 24th of June. I'm planting these Indian coriander samplings in my asparagus bed. I found a space at the edge next to the raised bed fence. So I decided to plant here and see how it goes. I'm not putting any fertilizer for this. I know this bed is fully fertilized in March, end of March, and I don't need to put any further fertilizer. Taking the planting holes with my dibber. So I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like I'm putting them a bit far, so I will make sure that they all fit in, 11 of them. So 1, 2, 10 and 11. So the planting holes are made. I'm going to make them a little bit wider I'm not separating the seedlings. There are 3 or 4 seedlings in each area. I'm just putting as is. Like that. And I top water a little bit. Now you can see I have planted those seedlings, and I'm going to water them now because I didn't do the pre-hole watering. As I mentioned, the soil is a little bit wet because I watered yesterday evening, and that's the reason why I did not pre-hole water. The slugs might come later based on them. I could sprinkle some organic slug pellets, but I ran out of the organic slug pellets, and I don't use chemical slug pellets to protect the plants. If I am lucky, these seedlings will survive. That's good enough water. That's it. This is Indian leafy vegetable called Gongura, specially grown in South Indian area. This is basically equivalent to sorrel in British leafy vegetable, and they taste like a bit of a lemony and sour as well. So I'm going to plant these in the big pots I have. These are the pots I'm talking about. One in there as well. I already directly sown some of the seeds. Very few came up. So I'm filling these pots with the Gongura. This one was directly sown in the pot. So it came up somehow. And rest I'm filling the gaps. This is a plug tray, so easy to pull out the plants. Just the push from the bottom. Basically very easy. I'm just picking up the 3 or 4 seedling modules. So the pot is big pot, which is 40 liters. So I'm picking up the ones with big clumps. I got 3 pots. So this is the first pot. All I need is push it through. I don't need to put any fertilizer. This is just the leafy vegetable. I might give a bit of seaweed liquid maybe after 2 weeks. These plants will take time to settle down. Sometimes it takes like 2 to 3 weeks because these are tropical weather plants, so that's why they take time. And all I do is water them thoroughly. They are not the big seedlings, that's why I don't need to pre-water the whole. And also this is pure compost, multi-purpose compost mixed with a bit of building sand and allotment compost together. I also added a few chicken pellets at the beginning when I made this pot. I have planted them in 3 pots. One there, one here, the one which is I planted it in the beginning. There are 3 pots with this Gongura outside. I have recently harvested and removed all my spinach in this area. Now I'm going to plant another spinach. This is the purple color stem spinach called Rubino, or some people called red bean spinach. I'm going to plant here in this area. Hopefully the space should be enough. There are around 25 plants. Actually I can squeeze some more stuff in this area. I'll start the row here so that I can slowly come this side. And yesterday I watered this area, and this bed is well prepared with the fertilizers, organic fertilizer, so I'm not going to put any fertilizer today. So what I'm going to do is I'll start here. It's going very quickly, so I'm going to make the holes a bit bigger, rather wider. Then there are some modules, more than 2 seedlings, and some modules with only 1 seedling. They should be okay. This is the plug tray, easy to take out the plant and just push it down. I have planted rubino or red spinach in this area, where earlier I was having my Amersham spinach, which I harvested a couple of days back, and I already watered. Hopefully this will give me harvest in just less than 10 days time, because plant is properly grown.